business owners a lot of concerns about whether they will get this money. Some say some of the banks weren't ready yesterday to start processing loans. Some banks are layering, and some
We're
banks
way
are,
ahead of schedules. The banks have been great.
layering extra
J.P.
restrictions
Morgan
on
Chase,
people.
Bank of America, they're so far ahead. This is typical with you in particular. We hear they're behind. They're not behind. It's been flawless so far, far beyond our expectations. You should say, I hear you're doing well, but maybe I don't even hear of any glitch. They've done billions of dollars of loans to small business. And these are great loans. These are loans that get immediately paid off. These are loans that get businesses back. I wish you could ask a question where something's working so well. Now, maybe things won't work well, and I don't mind that kind, but where something's working so well, and you ask a question in such a negative way. It's doing great. Yeah, go ahead. It's doing great, really good. Maybe it won't in 2 weeks, and I'll respond differently, but it's doing great. You know it, and so does everyone else. Everyone's shocked how well it's doing.
Has mentioned in the
Who did?
past, Dr. Burks.
Yes.
Some demographics such as seeing that men might be more susceptible to the virus, seeing in Europe more cases among the between 30 and 50 class. Has the data that you've seen in the past 2 weeks changed that assessment? Are men more susceptible? What are
I don't
you
think
seeing?
it's changed much, has it?
No, same pattern as Europe.
Same pattern, same answer that
So that
we've given you
That
for the
includes
last.
folks with between
month.
30 and 50 being more adversely affected than what we've seen in Asia?
No, tomorrow I'll bring you all the graphs back so you can see it.
We can bring an updated graph, but it's very similar. Please.
Mr. President, a few days ago you talked about possibly restricting flights from hotspots. Where
Yeah.
are you on that? Where's your
We're looking at it very seriously. Right now, we're dealing with governors, we're dealing with airlines, we're dealing with a lot of different factors. It's a very difficult decision. We're also doing testing, getting into planes, very strong testing. States are doing testing of people that leave planes because they don't want to have people coming in who are infected. So understanding that and the level of testing has been enormous. Okay, and some states are saying you have to go in quarantine for 2 weeks if you come from certain areas. So knowing that, we're working with the governors.
Mr. President, what kind of test, when you say testing, do you mean domestic travel or people coming in from
Both,
outside the country?
both. Some states are doing, when they land, they're doing very strong, very powerful testing. Please, go ahead.
Some airlines, sir, and they say they don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, then you'll check up again.
One last question on ventilators.
Governments are doing it too, our government. Go ahead.
One last question on ventilators. The governor of New York said that he received donation in ventilators from Jack Ma of Alibaba, which I think is your friend. Would you call on the business community to donate ventilators, not necessarily to New York, but other
Yeah,
states
well,
like Louisiana?
No, Jack
Michigan?
Ma is a friend of mine, and he's made it very possible to get about 1,000 ventilators from China. But that was from him and my other friend. It was really a gift, and we appreciate it very much. It was very nice of them. All right, I think we've had enough. We'll be seeing you very soon, and I'm sure that you know that all of us are going to be working very hard. We're working very hard. We are really coming up into a time that's going to be very horrendous, probably a time like we haven't seen in this country, wouldn't you say? I mean, I don't think we've seen a time like this in the country, and we're getting to that point where it's going to really be some very bad numbers. We want to keep those numbers a lot lower than they would have been, and we will do that. We have tremendous talent working. We have tremendous people, and that includes governors. That includes everybody. Everybody's working. We're very happy. We want to keep them on the very low side, and that's where we're headed, and I think that's maybe where we're headed. But I'd like to ask maybe you and Tony, where is the week or the number of days of greatest attack? What will be our worst day, if that's possible to determine?